Hello, Union Hill Baptist Church family. My name is James McDonald, and I'm honored to be being presented as a possible new staff member of the church to help with the musical worship services. My wife Brittany and I are still relatively new to the Aniana community, as we were both hired to teach within the Aniana City Schools last year. I'm currently the middle school band director and choir director and assist with the high school band activities. And Brittany is serving the Aniana schools as an English language learners teacher. Brittany and I have been married for 12 years and have two children, Fiona and Kenyon. Fiona is 5 and a kindergartner at Aniana Elementary, and Kenyon is 2.5 and he's full of energy. Union Hill has a great foundation of musical worship in place. I hope to be able to expand the participation of church members in our already wonderful choir. As I'm a music teacher in one of our local schools, I'm aware of many of the youth at Union Hill who could benefit from being choir members. I'm sure that as I become more plugged into the church, I'll become more aware of members of all ages and walks of life who would make wonderful choir members as well. I plan to work with this ensemble to create meaningful musical experiences throughout the year, and these could be things like special anthems or full-length musicals like Christmas cantatas or Easter cantatas. As a music teacher by trade, I incorporate that into my directing of the choir ensembles. I hope that members of the choirs will learn to sing as a choir and grow as musicians, all while they're growing closer to God and fellow Christians by singing quality worship music. Over the last couple of years, the praise team has really evolved into a powerful tool for spreading God's word through modern songs. As a singer and instrumentalist, I plan to plug into an already outstanding team of musicians. Modern worship tends to lend itself to using different individuals to be the lead vocalists for particular songs, and this has been the case here at Union Hill and will continue to be the case moving forward. I also plan to challenge the praise team creatively. Given the immense amount of talent and maturity of our praise team, I really believe the praise team could create new and original songs that our home congregation here could use to strengthen their bond as a church and our own personal lives. The church has actually already begun some of the steps to creating a more unified musical worship time during the services. During the discussion process of my coming on board here at Union Hill, I questioned some simple things like why the choir members weren't on stage during the entire musical part of the service. I'm pleased to see that during the last several services, the choir has been on stage while the praise team led. And I was also excited to see a service when the praise team led the congregation in hymn singing. Moving forward, I plan to teach the choir to sing more of the songs the praise team has been leading, and on the other hand, I also plan to have the praise team play during the traditional hymns. God has blessed our community with gifted musicians, and God has also gifted our world with beautiful songs. It is up to us to come together as a church community and lift these songs up to God in praise. We as a church must realize that God didn't stop talking to Christian musicians after the Gaithers wrote their final songs, and God didn't start talking to Christian musicians when Chris Tomlin wrote his first song. Singing songs from past generations connects us to Christians who came before us, and singing songs from today connects us with today's Christians. Seeing the combined musical talents of Union Hill's most dedicated musicians projects a sense of unity within our church. This helps all in attendance of our services be directed to praising God, and that's the most important thing. Participating in any of our musical ensembles at Union Hill requires a certain level of commitment. Being a choir member requires dedication and attending rehearsals during the week and on Sunday mornings. The same can be said for the praise team. The choir can serve as the most accessible point of entry into our musical ensembles. This is because the choir functions as the largest musical unit at the church. It also puts individual members in a place where they can blend in if they don't feel the most comfortable being in the forefront of a worship service. Given the nature of a praise team, individuals are required to have a little more personal responsibility to present music at a higher level. These individuals may also be called on to lead the congregation in songs. This requires these individuals to be more than quality musicians, but also steadfast Christians. New members of the praise team will be invited to join the ensemble after they have demonstrated that they are strong Christians first, dedicated members of Union Hill's musical ensembles, and then they must also be strong musicians. Presenting music in front of hundreds of people can be a daunting task for most people. People wishing to become members of the musical ensembles will be welcome to attend rehearsals of the ensembles they wish to join. This can help them learn how the ensembles function, shows their level of commitment, and will give them guidance on if participating in ensembles is how they feel God is calling them to serve.